Alright, so we're back to the only game where people get the opportunity to pick exactly in what way they're going to die. It's The Sims 4. Spleens has trouble seeing anything directly in front of her because of the directions her eyes face. I think that she thought that this shoe over here was one of her children. Tonsils is the only one that's chosen the third room of the lot. Poor Tonsils, he's over here. He's like, ant killer tastes good. Oh, Spleens decided to come in here too. Spleens is over here. She's like, look at all this meat that got the yeet. Spleens is like, this is metal as hell, yay! Hey Tonsils, what do you think about your new friend Hamos? He's probably like, my favorite food is lawn fertilizer. This is simultaneously the happiest and the scariest I have ever seen Spleens in my life. I don't know if Spleens is double jointed or if she was just having convulsions and ended up breaking her leg. I think she's just trying to become friends with Hamos so that she doesn't die. Tonsils, buddy, what are you doing, man? Hamos is down there. Poor guy, he's like, I don't get it, he looks so close. This is Spleens after she got done huffing 30 pounds of catnip. She's like, I don't think I'm gonna go into work today. Colino, don't do it. Don't give poor Spleens the plague. I think the thing I love about this whole scene the most is how Spleens is sleeping right next to the dead body with her eyes open. Spleens is over here sleeping in urine. That's pretty normal, I guess. You better not land on my cat when you die. Fall to the right. That was close. I like how everyone goes down and Spleens is like, oh hell no, I'm not going down there. Spleens, you fool! You should have stayed topside. I can't tell if Spleens is watching this performance or if she's trying to warn everyone. She's like, stop, you morons. Let me give you a litter box, Spleens, right next to the performance. Spleens is like, fuck this, I'm sleeping inside the bathroom. I like how everyone is dying and Spleens is just still over here. She's like, I'm still waiting for Babs's encore. It's time you learned about death, Tonsils. Do you know what this is? He's probably like, food. Don't you die on top of my cat. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Don't fall to the left. I mean, yes, fall to the left. Spleens is running away. No, Spleens. Don't you run from this. There'll be more comedy shows, I swear to God. I feel like Tonsils' presence over here is spontaneously killing people because there is a lot of death happening around him right now. I like how everyone here is having something to eat and Tonsils is like, feed me for God's sakes. He's figured it out. If he just teleports his head inside of the pantry, he'll find something that's edible. 5 left. But the loss that hurts the most is Spleens. Spleens has returned. This is the most important thing that's happened. It's like she's vomiting up someone's birthday present. Spleens is like, oh yeah, I had your present around here somewhere up here. Tell me, Spleens, do you like what I've done with the place? She's like, yes. I love it almost as much as I love cocaine. Both Spleens and Tonsils have realized that they've been locked out since all the Sims have been locked in. And thus, they must fight for dominance to see who is the superior being. Wow, that was the worst battle I have ever seen in my entire life. I think that the problem is because Spleens' eyes turn outward and Tonsils' eyes turn inward. They both couldn't see one another, so they thought the other one left. Tonsils is like, I won. All right, Tonsils has made it inside, but I think that Spleens is still asleep. All right, Spleens, I'm gonna open the door. You need to get in without letting anyone out. Ready? Go. Nice. Spleens is like, you know, it's a sad day when I can't see anything directly in front of me because my eyes are canted at 270 degrees and I can use the bathroom correctly. Spleens looks so crazy over here. She's like, old people are like a fine wine. You gotta age them and they're delicious. You know that? Did that just say that Tonsils discovered that fire? You can see they're all dancing a jig. And Spleens is happy that she finally gets to see the sun again. Legit, when I put this down here, do you know who was the very first Sim into the bar area? It was Spleens. She's like, alcoholism, hell yes. Spleens came in here. She started looking through the different rooms. She's like, what do I spy with my little eye? Is that a full liquor bar? It is Spleens. I see Spleens has found the most comfortable area in the entire nightclub. My God, it's so comfortable, it's fixed her eyes. Oh, wait, never mind, I was wrong. This is amazing. LSD's making this drink and Spleens is down there like, we getting the party started. Oh, hell yeah. Spleens is back, y'all. And she's vomiting up a present for everyone. And right as she arrived back home, someone just died somewhere. Spleens is over here. She's like, Gray, what the hell did you do? Spleens, did you just urinate on that corpse? Spleens is still enjoying drinking everyone's leftovers. Spleens, get people inside. They need to start putting this fire out. Wendell is still asleep while Tonsils looks over. Oh, there we go. Now here's the real hero of the entire episode. This man just became friends with Tonsils. Who wouldn't want to be friends with Tonsils? I love that the thing that's closest to Ellis right now is Spleens. Figure I'd just take a moment to give you all a horrifying Spleens image. Even Spleens is out here by the pool. She looks extra crazy. She's like, yeah, I replaced all the chlorine with cocaine. This dude's over here looking at, you know, like the Encyclopedia Britannica. He's like, what is this creature before me? Meanwhile, Tonsils is like, I love transmission fluid. In case y'all didn't know, Spleens is a lazy cat. Can you tell? She doesn't look lazy. She just looks like she's been hitting the JD for the last 12 hours. Poor Spleens is over here. She's like, I gotta use the goddamn bathroom. The bathroom. Tonsils is like, I can't take this anymore. Just do it already. However, Spleens still loves Australian man the most. You may also notice that Spleens is looking at something very intently. When one of her eyes tries to leave her skull, that means it's something important happening. I'm gonna try and have plushies coming soon. Spleens is like, Jesus Christ. No, Spleens, you don't get a cut of the profits. You just get to watch more of your friends die. She's probably still like, yeah, fair trade. I like how Spleens is so sad. She's like, I'm supposed to be the only woman everyone loves. I always try and think about what Spleens could possibly be dreaming of. She's probably getting raided by the DEA. She's like, no, officer, it's not mine. Tonsils is over here in the bathroom. He doesn't actually need to use it. He's just hungry for Drano. Spleens is like, that's a wise choice, Autumn. I love how Spleens is over here and she's like, this isn't actually a saltwater pool. It just tastes salty because of all of the tears. I need to show y'all something. So Spleens is over here and she's asleep. Or is she? Tonsils has left the girls a nice fresh cat leaving. Very romantic. I love how Tonsils is over here and he's like, hey Spleens, you having a good time? And Spleens is like, hell yes! It's good to see that while Australian man and Florida man are taking it easy, both Spleens and Tonsils are working extra hard. Spleens is like, that 30 minutes of sleep was good enough to last me for the next 12 years. Spleens is over here talking to this woman. Spleens is like, you know what I love most about you, ma'am? And she's like, what? And Spleens is like, you're edible. Spleens is over here. She's like, I smell something. It smells like felonies. Spleens? Spleens, why are you glowing, Spleens? Spleens is over here. She's like, well, I had a stuffed up nose, so, yeah, you get the rest. Okay, now more of Spleens is starting to glow. She's over here. She's like, you ever heard of Bruce Leroy? I've got the glow. No, Spleens, she's being taken away by a pet care worker, but why? Why would you take this animal away? This house is a perfect place of responsibility. The table's still doing its thing. Spleens is still radioactive. Unfortunately for Spleens the cat, there is no extreme woohooing options for her. I feel like she would be like, I don't need extreme options. My default setting is always on. Tonsils has options, he just can't find them. He's like, it's crazy, I can only see one half of the options. The other half is blocked by something. How you doing there, Spleens? Spleens is like, loving humans is hard, but eating their plants is easy. As is licking her groin. She's like, don't look at me, it's embarrassing. This is a fantastic pose. This is what I should have put on the merchandise. Spleens is over here. She's like, yeah, it's very sad. Is anyone gonna feed me? Meanwhile, Tonsils is like, there's plenty of salty sim water on the ground to drink. Look at this, Tonsils, you got food all around you. What else do you need? He's like, oh, I don't know, to not have rabies. Spleens discovered the fire. Really? Of all people, it's Spleens. Oh God. I also appreciate that Tonsils is still foaming at the mouth. Oh, the cats are so sad. Tonsils is like, no. I guess I'll leave you with this lovely sad pair voicing their distress at the entirety of what they just saw this week. Spleens is over here. She's like, you know the answer to that. All right, Tonsils is napping and Spleens is awake. She's over here. She's like, I wouldn't want to miss the lights going out of their eyes. I didn't make the cats immortal, but I mean, I guess somehow they're still alive. Tonsils is like, due to his poor eyesight, he's like, Spleens, are still alive? I love how Spleens just lays here like this. She doesn't like sleep really with her eyes closed. She just rests with them open, staring, waiting, desiring sweet cocaine. What the hell? What the hell is this? What the hell happened to Spleens? Jesus Christ, she turned into Mr. Freeze from Batman. I'm not gonna lie, Spleens looks like she has jaundice right now. She's like, I've had nothing to eat but sweet powder for the last 12 days. I like how she has like 50 different types of illnesses. Tonsils is totally fine. God, this is awful. I've got like an infection in my spleens. And as you can see, 1/2 of spleens is like, what do I see over there? Well, past Florida man's overpowering bath towel and well-manicured legs is the lot that will probably inevitably kill all of my Sims. I'm sure Tonsils is like, does this mean no laser beam litter box? That's right, Tonsils. No laser beam litter box. And he's like, fuck. Spleens is running away. No, my God. I think that this is actually a new record for Spleens' eye distance. She's like, don't try and stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. No one can stop me. On the plus side, Spleens is back. She's like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to miss any of this. Slowly starving to death. Spleens just straight up went unconscious in the background. Spleens is like 1,000 hours. You better take a 0 off of that. Oh, Tonsils is back. He's like, hey guys, I brought you guys a package and hepatitis. One of the things that you could grow in the garden is catnip, and Spleens is like, I love this shit. Spleens is getting taken away by a pet care worker. But why? Probably because they're like, well, I just saw someone eating a bowl of flaming beetles. Spleens is hungry. Oh, we can't have that. Spleens is over here. She's like, listen, normally I subsist on y'all's tears, but since no one's crying, I'm starving. Pour out the kitten chow. Immediately right after Florida man died, Tonsils took his bed. He's like, well, you won't be needing this anymore. You can see that only 1/2 of Tonsils looks fairly concerned, and Spleens can only look on in horror because she knows that by the time the day is over, some juvenile will be on fire. Spleens is over here. She's like, I smell young souls to ruin. How you doing there, Spleens? She's like, oh, fine, just shit on your front lawn. Because Spleens understands that the best type of cheeseburger is the one that you can go to prison for. Our current man family will be the ones that will inhabit the slob house. Spleens came over to the drug house. She's in here and she's like, this place smells delicious. Spleens is looking at all the drug abusers in this house, and she's like, it is really sad when I have the best teeth here. Tonsils still can't figure out what he's looking at. He's like, what is that over there? That's a healthy lifestyle, Tonsils. I know, it's something the man family never had. On the plus side, the drug house does get Spleens. Notice where Spleens is hanging out? Yeah. Good to see that Spleens had a good time last night. Tonsils is still just playing outside, chasing his shadow around. Ever since Spleens discovered TV, she hasn't left the couch. Spleens is currently vomiting all over the place. D- finally goes down right in the middle of right in the middle of 2 different urns, while Spleens vomits all over her. Thanks to Spleens' drug habit, we now don't have much money in order to build a house, and so I am going to build a house that is 1 square by 1 square. And Spleens can mostly have dreams where she wishes she was dead. How you doing there, Spleens? She's like, everywhere I go, I see death. Poor Spleens. She's like, I went up to that room with 70 people, and I have tuberculosis now. If anyone needed more proof that Spleens is a saintly being, she is walking on water. Like legit, she's walking on water. Look. Right over here, you can see that Spleens spies something with her little eye. Do you know what it is? Agony. I love how Tonsils, as brain damaged as he is always interested in everything around him. He's looking at this foot over here and he's like, is that a loaf of bread? Tonsils is over here. He's like, you know who's not gonna die of starvation? May. Okay, what's really funny is Spleens is getting taken away by a pet care worker. I don't understand why. She's oh my god. I was gonna say she's fine. She's just feasting on this bowl of peas over here. Oh my god. Run, Spleens, don't let him take you from me. Everyone, including Spleens the cat, understands that typically there is only one survivor in this type of challenge. Spleens is over here. She's like, a moment of silence for Australian man, but not too long because he smells like ass. He's probably just a concerned citizen. He walked over. He's like, hey man, your cat doesn't look so good. It says that she's sleeping, but it actually looks like she's tripping. Look man, this is Spleens. She's always that way. It says Spleens needs you. I always love it when Spleens goes radioactive. She's like, there's nothing I love more than turning into Dr. Manhattan. It said Spleens is hungry. What does she want? Plutonium? Oh hey Spleens, you finally stopped going radioactive. That's good. Oh no. My Spleens is leaking. Are you okay? Tonsils is obviously very concerned. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna leave you with this gratuitous Spleens shot. Hope you all enjoyed this episode of The Sims 4. Until next time, stay foxy, much love.